What's happening, you crazy kids? How you doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you as always for being here. Today we're going to listen to Shamblemaths. We're going to listen to the first two tracks off of their recent album, Shamblemaths 2. I don't know why I said it like that. This was released this year in 2021. The first two tracks being, I'm going to mispronounce it by the way, Måneskygge and Knucklecog. No idea. However, I was surfing around on Prog Archives the other day, and someone had mentioned this album, this band, and a lot of people were very, very excited for this album. So I just figured, let's just go ahead and kind of take a listen. So apparently, I'm looking on their Facebook page just to give us a description of the band. Obviously, I've never heard of them before. A blatant throwback to the glorious days of 70s prog, Shamblemaths will enthuse fans of complex and pompous and reduce most others to silent sobs. I love it. I love it. And then on Prog Archives, they say they say that they've returned. This is like their biography. They've returned as Shamblemaths with an edgier sound and approach, adding more influences from Magma, Universe Zero, never heard of them, and Egg. Well, this is going to be quite cracked, I would assume. I'm excited to hear this. Everyone's raving about it, and I would like to get in on the rave. I got my glow stick. I got my... I'm not going to say that. I'm ready to party. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is Shamblemaths. Cool name.
spin, life on the line. Let the wheels spin, spin, spin. wheels spin. Life on the line. Let the wheels spin, 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 spin. Give me a give me a give me
I feel happily oppressed. In the shortest way possible, that is how I feel. I feel happily oppressed. I don't know what happened, but I enjoyed every second of that. You ever go to a buffet? You know you're going to a buffet, and you go in with the mindset of, I'm going to try one of everything. Like, I want everything on my plate. May not even be on the first plate, but I'm going to get through some plates and I'm going to have everything on it. This has all the plates. This is a track, these two tracks really, have everything you want out of a buffet. The first song with, what was it, like a little bit of flutes and honestly it sounded like a deep didgeridoo. I don't know. There was a deep meditative sound going on in the back there. This kind of this kind of introduces you into some dark meditative kind of introduction, right? From here, you don't quite know where we're going. I don't know where we're going, obviously, but it's interesting. It's a mood setter. But then they blast you in the face as we get into Knucklecog, which I gotta be honest reminds me of Tarkus from ELP, and like literally Tarkus from ELP, and Lemmings, including Cog from Vandergraaf Generator. And when I saw the name, I just thought of that. Also, just as a side, my cat never comes in here when I'm recording, but she's in here right now, biting things. Let's not do that, please. That's my light. This was awesome. And then you have some sweet jazz lounge female vocals that occur later on, like over halfway. Did not expect that. Let's just get influences out the way really quick while we're, in the beginning of this. Let's get King Crimson out the way. Yes, there's a clear King Crimson influence. The use of the horns, the saxophone is just ripping amongst the heaviness of the riffs. And I love that. That is so cool the way, of course, that King Crimson originally took like jazz and they kind of like morphed it into their own heavy device. But even here with Shamblemaths, yes, there's the clear influence. But throughout this track, you really kind of get a feel for who they are on their own. They have a definite variety and eclecticism to them. And I think that that's where a lot of the fun in listening to them is going to come from. Especially for someone, for example, this is the first time, or my first time, listening to them in the first place. I have no idea what they sound like. I have no preconceptions. And it's just that fun journey going on with them and listening to the music. And just looking at the other tracks on this album, just to like really quickly mention a few. The next track is DSCH OP, like opera, I guess, 110 string quartet number 8 in C minor movements 1 through 2. And then you have the next few tracks are, I guess, one long epic because it's broken up into different parts. I'm really curious about that string quartet in with movements 1 and 2. Like, it just sounds like it's going to have a little bit of everything. And I just think that that's really cool for a band like to take risks like that. And let me pull up this one really quick here. Måneskygge. Did I say Måneskygge? I guess it's translated Knucklecog. Here it says, no. I'm looking at the wrong track. Knucklecog. Here you go. See, like, this sounds like King Crimson, right? And even later on, with King Crimson. But once again, it's unique to themselves, the way that they blow it up. Like that.
Let the wheels spin, spin,
Oh, come on. You're telling me you didn't enjoy that part when it broke into that? With the flute? And the heavy crash of the piano chords, just like I said, like a hammer to the face, like just blunt force. Like, it's just awesome. All right, my cat really wanted to look outside for some reason, so sorry about that. And the guitar solo here has very like sweet notes to it. I really love like long extended solos like that where the notes are held down. We switch into some squeaky synths with some whooshing winds in the back. Well, I guess not winds. I guess those are probably vocals now that I'm listening. And then we switch into sax. There's a lot going on, but I feel like everything actually flows really well. I feel like the whole track feels fun. I mean, just based off of these two tracks, I have no idea where the rest of the album goes from here, but I can say probably, with a little bit of confidence, that it probably goes to a good place. And this is so cool how they transform this into like... Oh man, this just has a little bit of everything. Now, when I was looking it up, I could not find any lyrics, so I actually have no idea like what they're talking about here. I mean, as far as I can tell, I'm pretty sure it's in English because I feel like I could understand a little bit of it. But that just might be me mistranslating in my head. But couldn't find any lyrics to this. Now, one thing I do really like before we end the video is on their Bandcamp. I love their message here. They're talking about the album being, heavier, darker, blah, 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 blah. I like how they say most people won't like Shamblemaths too, but then we don't try to please most people. We'd rather have a profound impact on a few than be liked by many. Those are the true words of an artist, of a band of musicians who want to make the music that speaks to them, and hey, maybe in the process a few other people will enjoy it as well and to speak to those people. So This was awesome. This had everything. Let me know what you guys thought of the two tracks. Of course, you can let me know in the comments down below. You can follow me in a bunch of places. Blah 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 blah. I'll put the Bandcamp for Shamblemaths down below, so you can enjoy a little bit more of them if you are so inclined. But otherwise, have a great rest of your day, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.